It's Mystic Mabel. I'm here. It's a Six of Clubs day. We're going to get the energy underway. Let's see. The energy of the day is awareness of our personal destiny, intuition, paying for things said in the past. Mm, all right, y'all. All right. It's like living out the story you've been telling, right? So it's like, are you the hero? Are you on your journey, right? Um, are you living your truth right now, right? What have you been investing in? Is it time to pay up? You know what I mean? Is it time to pay up? Is it time to stand up and be who you said you was? The Six of Clubs is the card of intuition. Its presence is in your cards, is indicating a time when your intuition will be stronger than usual. It is also the card of responsibility in speech and communication and of making compromises to maintain a peaceful surrounding. When this card shows up, situations will arise that promote bringing your life into balance and stability. Whatever is out of balance will have to be adjusted, so there may be karmic debts to pay. I love that energy, y'all. I really do. I really do. You know, I live my truth. You know what I mean? I'm somebody, I walk with integrity. I do what I say. I live how I say I live. You know what I mean? I am who I say I am. So, you know, I really appreciate this time. I always do my best to do the right thing. You know, I'm somebody who does everything they want to do. So, you know, yet and still, I don't know people who make um, better decisions that benefit the majority of people. You know what I mean? So, like, even though I do what I want to do, the things that I actually want really benefit the majority of people. You know, I'm based in goodness as far as like my the way I live my life, my integrity, who I am, how I am, you know, so that's really important to me. Like, how I show up for people that I love, that I don't know, because I love people. I love the world. Like, I love. So, you know, I really appreciate an energy like that. So, yeah. Yeah, run it. Run them debts. Right. Get it. Karma time. I love it. You know, so it's the time to watch what we say because we're talking about clubs, communication, speech. And I was thinking about coming here this morning when I was on my dog. I didn't record my walk this morning with my dog because I usually do. And I wanted to talk about like authenticity and living your truths a little bit. So it's a Six of Clubs day. Let's have it. All right. And this is what's coming out. Son of Coins, Daughter of Coins, and the Father of Baskets. Okay, so here it looks like this energy is dealing with, so this is like, okay, so this is someone on a pursuit of learning something, maybe career oriented, could be a trade, could be in college. It's learning something, feeling excited about some new way that you are going to be able to, you can monetize this because this is knowledge. You know, it looks like it could, it's based in like, let's just go. Somebody's learning something new. It could be about history, their ancestry, any academic. It could be academic, but it's something, yeah. And then we have someone sharing this. So we have someone learning. Sh- Someone's in a pursuit of knowledge, and they are out here in the world moving their ideas, right? And at the same time, they're sharing it. They're sharing it with the people that are closest to them. So maybe somebody coming into some new knowledge, really excited about it, sharing it with their family and friends, sharing it probably with different people that you're coming, but on an intimate level. And then we have someone who is very fruitful. So it's like in the progression of things, you learning something, you're sharing it with the people you love in terms of value, and you're moving into a space where you're like a protector, a provider, a wealth is wealth here. This is wealth. This is somebody who has financial, material gain, somebody who's a father, somebody it could be a woman, somebody who's a protector, a provider, a lover, protected on their path, someone righteous, somebody who moves right. So when we start talking about, this looks like somebody who, as we progress through time, you're learning something, you share with the ones you love, and you reap the benefits of it. So when we start thinking in terms of karma, how we move, how we communicate, there's clearly somebody teaching something here, learning something here, sharing something here, and then they're fruitful in the end. So when we start talking about movement of justice and karmic justice, yeah. So the Page of Cups is coming out. So the Page of Cups is jumping out. So we're going to clarify this Sun of Coins. So we're talking about somebody who's learning something. It's a new passionate love. This person is in love. This is not like this isn't like oh my God, it just gives me like somebody who's in love with knowing, in love with learning, in love with life, in love with exploring. So it's like somebody tapping into a new subject that they're learning in their recent past, um, that is truly fulfilling. They're really happy about it. And that's why they're sharing it with the people they love, right? So let's go. What else about this? Okay. Ooh, so this new path that somebody got on, this new learning path that's so fulfilling, right? And clearly. But this, somebody was woke up to this. So whatever this thing is, like maybe you stumbled onto this this knowledge, this area of exploration by accident. Maybe you were somewhere else, maybe doing the wrong things, because it looks like you were called to action. Maybe something happened while you were out doing something, and you accidentally stumbled onto this this love pursuit. Ooh. So maybe you were out in the world, and there was maybe I feel like, I don't want to say this, but like when you get the call, it's like you're getting called from the dead. You know, like from your old life. Maybe you weren't productive. Maybe you were like in a mental stupor. Maybe you were stuck. Maybe you were stuck in cycles because a cycle ended where you were betrayed, or maybe you were betraying yourself or betraying others, and you didn't like that. Whatever it was something negative in nature, but you can only get up from there, and from there you found something down there in that lifestyle, in that culture, wherever you were, when you came onto this new passionate pursuit where you learned something new. It changed who you were. It changed who you were. Like you were here with 10 swords from your head to the bottom of you, right? Even if that's all, like swords is like mental challenges. So even if it was just you being stuck at the bottom mentally of how you saw yourself in the community that you were in, before you heard something, it could have been a commercial. It could have been anything, and it, bam, I wonder, dang, and it took you down that hole, and you loved it, you found it, you found something about yourself in it, and you brought it back to your people. So let me just see, what is this thing? What's the Daughters of Coins? But it was after betrayal. You were leaving a lifestyle, maybe a moment in time. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you start nurturing this thing. Oh my God, you're sharing it with everybody you love. You share it with everybody. I see that there was probably some competition around it. You might have had to explain this to your friends, right? When you're starting to move different, they want to know where you at, right? Maybe it was something you had been ignoring. Maybe it was something you were ignoring for a long time. Looked like you were focused on other things while the divine was handing you something fulfilling, something that fulfills you. And it was there. It was there the whole time. So like when you sit and reflect, you can see that whatever this thing is that you learned, that you're so good at, that brings in all this fortune coming up, right? Your karma, right? It took you out of this space you were in. You started to nurture this business. As you're sharing, you're like nurturing this business. It's all you got on your mind. Look what just came out backwards. The Three of Cups. You're not celebrating anymore. These are like your friends. These are, and it's not that you don't have friends. This is not a argument or a fight or none of that. This is, I'm not out celebrating right now, right? Right? You're going back. I'm realizing, look, I've been overlooking this cup. Look at these 3 cups. They're full. You're having fun. Yeah, that's what you've been doing. You're reflecting on the one that you weren't looking at, because, and this is an offer to not be missed. So while you're here and you're sharing, an opportunity comes. This cup right here, it's the one you've been ignoring. It's that special gift that you just stumbled on, you just started investing in, right? And so this thing that was not to be missed, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. Like in now time, you're reflecting on it and you're changing your movements, right? More look like more family oriented, more business oriented, taking things more serious. You're definitely growing in this financial pursuit, this pursuit in value. I don't know if it's money, but it's something tangible that's coming to earth from you brought this out of the ethers. You brought this from dreams to reality, you. So, Father of baskets, and we know that because this guy right here is abundant. Oh my God, lush. Oh, the emperor. Now, the emperor came out now. The emperor came out because some of these cards are in reverse now. Emperor did come out in reverse. So, which is an indication that there's other areas in your life, because you're prosperous, but something that I'm noticing here is the emperor, he came out reversed, so it's like there is an area of mastery. There are still places in your life that require mastery, that you're still having some kind of passionate competition around. So something but yeah, this is the rites of passage. You are right now, King of Cups came out again. So you are somebody who is a lover. Like, you love. This feels like world love, like humanitarian love. This feels like you have this thing that you found out, right? It could be this could be like some humanitarian cause. This could be something that is for the collective. I mean, humanity at large. Because just because the King of Cups, this is somebody who's master of emotion, right? But very compassionate, very stable. But there are areas in your life right here where there are some conflicts, or at least some kind of competition around your passionate pursuits, which makes me feel like your dream, your vision is bigger than your passion, your personal passions. I think this is you. This is you having a conflict within yourself, but they're like adolescent passions. But you were so young when you found out this thing that you gravitated to, got you on a path pretty early. It could have been pretty early, and you may have found that you didn't chase your own passions. That may be something that you have to learn how to master, to be the emperor, because the love and the business is here. You're all business and love. Maybe you have to master some areas in thought, because there's not a lot of thoughts out here, but you're successful financially. But the fact that he came out like this, and this came out, and this reminds me of, you still have things that you have to figure out how to pay forward to yourself, because you're in a space now coming up. You're coming into a position where you're going to be responsible for many people. Like, whatever this thing is you're bringing to the world, it's going to affect the masses, it feels like. And the challenge is going to be your own personal passions have to be acknowledged in this equation. To fully step into your divine right and this title as the emperor, you can't neglect your own passionate pursuits because that's important. And being the whole person, right? Being this leader, in love, in money, in protection. You're protected by God. And so what I'm seeing here is what somebody is going to be needing to do is not to forget to tap into their own happiness. And because I'm somebody who loves to love the world, but I'm first. I have to be. Because if I don't nurture that thing in me, I won't have the energy or the wherewithal to give it out. I got it. I got it to give because I dump into me first, right? In all times of my life, they say, "Oh, you're self-centered," but I may be the most giving person they know, but I am self-centered. That's necessary to step into your divine purpose, to fully. Because how can you nurture everyone if you haven't nurtured yourself? You cannot. You can be a vessel of God in that way, but you don't have to sacrifice, and that's the challenge. Figuring out how do you nurture yourself in your own passionate pursuits while you are sitting on the throne. You are this prosperous King of Cups who's giving, taking care of. That's the message today with Mystic Mabel. This is time to pay. It's karma time. It's 6 of clubs. You gotta walk how you've been talking now. So those words might come back at you today. And don't be offended. If you didn't do what you said, say, "I didn't do what I said. I feel different. I think different." Or I got to get back on that because I am who I say I am. And the day is the day to just be that. No matter who you were yesterday, you could be that today moving forward. 6 of Clubs day with Mystic Mabel. That's the message.